All right, so are you ready for some Boxing Day football?
You bet. Always a great day for football.
Absolutely. Now, we're going to take a deep dive into one matchup in particular that I think is going to be really interesting. Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace.
Ooh, yeah, that one has some real potential for fireworks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, on the surface, it might just seem like another Premier League match, you know?
Right. So then a holiday game?
Yeah, but when you start to peel back the layers, there's some really intriguing stuff here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've got like historical trends. We dug up some player stats that are pretty wild, and there might even be a festive curse in play.
A curse. Well, now you've got my attention.
I thought that might do the trick. So we've been combing through a bunch of match previews, historical data, all that good stuff. And, well, let's just say this match is way more interesting than your average holiday football game.
All right, well, I'm all ears. Let's hear it.
Okay, first off, Bournemouth. They're coming into this match on fire.
No kidding. I mean, that 3-0 win over Manchester United, that was a statement.
Oh, absolutely. They completely dominated that match. That wasn't just any win, though, and this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah, what'd you find?
Well, they're only the second team ever to beat Manchester United by 3 or more goals in back-to-back away games.
Whoa, really? I mean, that's got to be some pretty elite company.
Right. The only other team to do that was Burnley, and that was way back in the 61-62 season.
Wow, talk about ancient history. So basically, Bournemouth is rewriting the history books right now.
No doubt. They're on a roll.
Eh.
But they did have that recent draw at home against West Ham.
True, true.
So maybe a tiny little chink in the armor there? Makes you wonder if maybe they're a bit more vulnerable at home at the Vitality Stadium. What do you think?
It's possible, yeah. But remember, they totally swept Crystal Palace last season.
Oh, right. They won both matches.
Yep, home and away. So I wouldn't count them out just yet. They know how to win against Palace, especially on their own turf.
All right, good point. So maybe they're still the team to beat. Now, let's talk about Crystal Palace for a second. They're coming off a pretty brutal loss to Arsenal. Not exactly the best way to head into the holidays.
Yeah, that wasn't pretty.
Nope. And you know what else isn't pretty?
What's that?
Well, apparently, they've lost their last 3 Boxing Day matches, all by a score of 3-0.
Oh, no! Seriously?
Yeah, it's like a Boxing Day curse or something.
Wow. You know, you really do have to wonder if there's something psychological going on there. Like maybe the holiday pressure gets to them or something.
Right. It's an interesting thought. But here's another interesting thing. Palace has actually been better on the road this season than at home. They even won their last 2 away games.
Yeah, they has been surprisingly strong away from home. In fact, you know, they're one of only 6 teams in the Premier League that has earned more points away than at home.
Seriously. Wow, that's a wild stat.
Right.
So maybe that Boxing Day curse isn't as powerful as we think, especially if they can keep up that away form.
Yeah, it could be their secret weapon to break the curse. Who knows?
I love it.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk about some players, some individual matchups here. For Bournemouth, you got to keep an eye on Justin Kluivert.
Oh, yeah, that guy's been deadly from the penalty spot.
5 penalty goals this season, right?
That's right, and that ties him for the most penalty goals in all of Europe's top 5 leagues. I mean, think about it. In those tight games, those nail-biters, every point matters.
Every point.
Right. And Bournemouth has got a guy who's basically a guaranteed goal from the penalty spot. That's huge. Crystal Palace is going to have to be incredibly careful in the box. No clumsy challenges.
For sure. And on the flip side, for Crystal Palace, they've got a player who seems to love playing against Bournemouth. Eberechies.
Oh, yeah, he's got their number, that's for sure. 3 goals in 3 matches against Bournemouth.
I mean, that's got to be playing on the minds of those Bournemouth defenders, right?
Oh, absolutely. Every time he gets the ball, they're going to have flashbacks.
Nightmares. Okay, are you ready for one last stat? Just for fun.
Hit me with it.
Okay, so Bournemouth hasn't lost a Boxing Day match at home since 2003.
Get out of here. Seriously.
Yeah, 5 wins and 3 draws. That's a pretty impressive streak.
That is wild. You know, it really speaks to a certain resilience, a certain ability to perform on this particular day.
Right. And when you combine that with how well they've been playing lately, I think it really does point to them having the advantage in this match.
I'd have to agree with you there. It's going to be a tough one for Palace to pull out.
Okay, so let's recap, shall we? We've got Bournemouth riding high, playing at home, and with an incredible Boxing Day record.
Then you've got Crystal Palace trying to shake off that Arsenal loss, battling a bit of a Boxing Day curse, but dangerous on the road.
Plus, we've got some potential star players on both sides who could make a huge impact. This is shaping up to be a real Boxing Day thriller. Who do you think is going to win this one? Let us know And happy holidays, everyone. We'll catch you on our next deep dive.
Happy holidays.